Hi everyone, this is Laura, and I hope you're all having a happy and blessed Saturday. I am bringing you a project share. Um, I didn't have a chance to upload this on Valentine's Day, which is what I meant to do, but I got a little caught up with my honey and my children, and yesterday I just got caught up with the house cleaning because I plan to have a crafty night tonight. So I was just so busy yesterday, I didn't have a chance to load it, but I'm loading it today. And the title to this layout, it's a 12 by 12 layout, is my Papi Chulo. And um, for my other subscribers, guys, I am so sorry because I really wouldn't even know how to translate. I'm sorry, I don't know how to translate this. It's a term of endearment. It's actually a joke. It's what I used to call my husband when he was a lot younger because he has green eyes. And I used to tell him all the time that he thought he was so cute because of his green eyes. So I used to tell him, "You think you're a real papi chulo." And I guess if I had to translate that, it would be sort of similar to telling someone that they think they're a real cutie patootie or a real hottie. But anyway, that's what it means to me. Of course, it'll mean something different to everyone. But it was a nickname, it was a term of endearment, and it was a joke between us. And I decided to use that title. And this is actually a picture of him. I think this was 3 years ago. He took me to the flower show over at Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It was held at a convention center for my birthday. And this was actually taken when 2 years, um, I think it was 2 years. Yeah, 2 years after we met, or 2 years after we started living together. Yeah. And I was so tiny. Look at how skinny and cute and young I was. Woo-hoo. See that? And we were at my sister's house. So, okay, enough silliness. And I used some leftover papers from my paper stash. And please forgive the mess on my desk. I'm only doing like 4 projects at the same time. I know I'm crazy. But this particular paper line, I am really not too sure who it was because it was in my paper stash. However, I do have 2 extra pieces and I will show them to you in case anyone out there maybe has it. And I used to do something really silly way back when I first started scrapbooking. You know how you buy the papers and it has, oh, and this is Variety, my little wand. Um, you know how it has the little tabby pieces at the end of the paper, which you can use um, to tell you which papers you're actually using and to get the copyright and the designer. Well, I used to have a container where I used to put all my cardstock papers in, and they wouldn't fit because they were exactly 12 by 12. So I chopped all the end pieces. And of course, now I don't know what any of my papers' names are. So for the newbies out there who are watching, don't cut off the little paper tickets. You might need them later, like I just did. So I took actually, I took more than two. I took 3 different pieces. But in any case, I took 2 of the pattern papers from that particular line, which I do not know, and I just ripped it here, and I ripped it here. I just tore it and I distressed it with some black soot, and you can also see that over here. And then I took a red doily that my friend Becca sent me, and I distressed all of it with some black soot because it was just a little too bright red. I took the 12 by 12 matte page for the whole entire layout is this is American Crafts cardstock. It is actually the Valentine's Day collection. Um, And then over here, I have one of my little metal embellishments that I created with bead caps. I have one here, I have one here, and I also have one here and another here. I actually have them throughout the page. And I don't know if you can see that. Those are actually bead caps that I just squished down with my hammer, and then I added a little brad to the center. Over here, this particular title I made, and let me show you how I made that. I took this paper and I cut out all the little squares that had the light pink hearts in it. And then what I did was I just stamped on them to spell out my title, to journal out my title. And I used this stamp set. And again, newbies and even seasoned veterans, I had this storage thing where I would just take everything out of the wrappers and then I would just put them in like this. And now I don't know who made this stamp set because I decided to put it away like this. I don't know why. I did it to about 10 of my stamp sets, and I have no clue why. So I can show you what they look like, but I don't know the name. I'm so sorry. I don't do that anymore. But yeah, it was silly. I don't know what I was thinking. And so that's what I did to stamp out my title. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but they have these little silver hearts. These I actually made. These are Dazzlers, and I don't know if you guys have seen these before, but they're stickers, and what they do is they give you the outline and the negative. And then if I can just pull that up, I'll show you what they look like real quick. I got these, some of them, this particular one I believe I might have gotten from either Jackie or from Paper Wishes. And you see how it's just embossed? It's a silver outline. And then once you peel that off, you have that negative silver piece. And I use both. So what I did was I took the negative piece, which is this one right here, and I just backed that onto the red cardstock, which is a very deep red. It's almost like a wine, or what I call a blood red. And I just put that on cardstock, and I have quite a few of those little hearts all over. I have the little ones outline and the negative, and I put those two together here. I have a little recollections flower here, and this is a Sarah Kay image, and I did say that I'm going to really try hard to put more of my stamped images onto my layout projects, because I never bought stamped images before, or not as many, because I thought they were only used for cards and for I didn't understand how I could use them on a layout. Let me say that. I didn't think much of it. And now, since I decided that I just pay way too much for these images just to use them from cards, I am going to try very hard to incorporate more stamped images on my layouts. And also so that a lot of the subscribers out there who do choose to buy these images can see that we can use them. They might not be card makers and they might want to buy them. But I noticed that there are just not a lot of layout makers using our stamped images. Although I did see Vicky, she used some of her images for her layouts. I would definitely like to see a lot more layout makers using a lot more stamps and stamping when we make our layouts. So that's my goal for myself. And I cut that out on the Spellbinders die. I distressed everything with mahogany and fire brick red. I colored them in using my pro markers of the little images, and I added stickles all over it. I have a little Sizzix swirl here in the background that is pink. I painted it with the baby pink by Folk Art. It's a little acrylic paint. And then I distressed it with black soot, and I also put some stickles on it. And here's another one of those bellies that I made. I have here a Prima flower, which I just attached a little brad to. Over here, I have some of the flat back pearls in black, and I also attached some here along this swirl. And then down here, I added Why I Love You, and it's a little fishtail banner. And then over here it says Things I Love About You and You're Special Because. And I will put all that journaling right here, why I love him, why he's special to me, and um, any other little comments that I have. And I left this whole space here open so that I can do that journaling there, because I do journal on all my layouts. I just may not do it on camera because some of them may be private, or sometimes my handwriting is just atrocious and I don't want everyone to see that. So here I have two recollection flowers that I also added stickles to. And here's one of those metal bead cap and bellies that I made with a flat back pearl, and it's on a little silk Prima flower. And over here, this is a Wild Orchids cherry blossom that I have in my stash. Another one of those metal bead cap embellishments I made, and two red brads over here on each corner. I took both photos and I matted them in black and then in white. And over here, another one of those negatives. And again, I have these little tiny silver brads over these little tiled words. And then on the bottom, I have this always swirly acetate thingy type of, I think this came from Bo Bunnies. It was actually in a paper collection of mine. Um, and let me show you what they look like. It was included in a kit, so I'm not too sure. But that's what they look like. Um, and I have a few more. I'm actually working on another layout of my daughter that I'm going to use one of those on. And yeah, and I just took that and I backed it on that burgundy wine colored cardstock by American Crafts. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's my layout. And that's my mess in the background. And if anyone has any questions about any of the items I used here on my project, or anything else for that matter, you can ask me through a private message or leave it in the comments below. I hope you are all enjoying your weekend. I hope you all have a blessed day today, and I hope you liked the video. And for my besties who may be watching, if you haven't received a message from me about tonight, it's all on. I will be there. So hopefully I can get to texting everyone. So long for now, everyone. Have a blessed day, and thank you all for watching. Bye now.